when you see people like Mr. Vega saying what...
No, let's not call his
Right,
name.
dude.
He hasn't been booked for any shows lately. Let's not
That's crazy though.
skip.
Indie
Next.
book for the reggae Jamrock cruise
Next.
that we're on.
Maybe he
Jam,
paid to
stop
go,
that.
but next.
I'm trying to not
You know what I mean?
be in the water with my head cut off this year.
Trouble. I'll do the life, you know, easy. No say we have to win, yeah.
Welcome back to the Fixes Born out here with Ari, and we have a historic guest in the building. Look it up.
What? Not even me know that.
I know, yeah.
What?
He just came off dictionary.com. Show us
Right?
his screen.
Hesperidium.
Okay.
Before we get to that, we have to say a big ups to our sponsors, Itopia Life, Herbos, where service and culture combined for one of a kind experience. You can visit them at 10 West Kings House Road, just across from the Canadian Embassy. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Itopia Life or visit their webpage at itopialife.com for the latest info on all things Itopia, all right? We also have to say shout out to Janet's Holistics, the very best in beauty, cosmetic, and personal care. If you're interested in plant-based skincare, dark spot solutions, and for the people them out there who struggle with them thing there, yeah? Eczema treatment, original turmeric soap, all of that, hit up Janet's Holistics. You can use our code THEFIX to get a discount off your next purchase. That's promo code THEFIX to get your discount off your next purchase. Shout out to Janet's. As I said, we have a historic guest in the building. That means another word for orange. There we go. Yeah.
That's
learn
hilarious,
now watch a show there.
right?
Big star, you know, no?
Yeah.
She dress on all
So
these
we're gonna
things.
clap.
Danishka Williams.
Danishka
Woo, 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 woo.
I'll go on. She be the secret friend of the show. I'll go on. Maybe some people not going.
Well, no, I
some people are
watch.
going to vex at you, but
No,
that's
I watch and sometimes I comment on YouTube. You know?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I even joined your channel on Instagram recently.
You cuss with people? Like,
No.
or you just
No,
leave
no.
like complimentary? Yeah, whatever.
No, my real account. No. Definitely not.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, go on there. You been and make a big splash, isn't
Yeah, like what?
For
Saturday,
there.
Sunday? When was the conference?
So the conference was on Sunday. I've only been campaigning for a month.
Right.
Started my first walk was December 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So a month in, I think we look good.
Right, because I just see December 7th, marketer Danishka Williams expected to become the PNP candidate for St. Anne Southwestern. So that's the seat that you're vying for. It's now currently held by Xavier Main of the Jamaica Labour Party, who's currently serving his second term. But you come in now like you are a young, fresh face in the party, which I think both parties really need an injection of youth and female presence, if I'm being biased a little. So
It's actually a fact.
Yeah.
I think the political space needs a little more females, especially Jamaica, you know, where crime is high. I think we need more females to help with solutions.
Right.
I have a shirt, a pullover that I wore the other day in the constituency that says we need more women making decisions.
Absolutely.
And it's something I strongly believe in. I'm not a feminist, but I do believe that we need to be at the center of something.
Why
So
you
why
say
would
that?
you consider yourself a feminist?
I'm gonna say why you feel like there needs to be more women making decisions. Why?
I think
Because you're not catty.
no. I'm not even. I have 9 brothers. Catty is not really who I am.
Okay.
You know?
Well, yeah.
It's not really who I
special
am.
case. Yeah.
But I do know that we bring a little sensitivity to the thing.
Yeah.
You know, we think longer. And I think that's needed right now. You need persons thinking about the next steps and not just, sporadic.
Right.
So I think it's important.
Not for 5 years, but
No.
for 20 years, what the overall vision of the country could be and can be. You know,
I mean, when
feel
I was
like
a child and we were learning about Vision
2030.
2030, yeah, I think Prime Minister was PJ Patterson, and we're learning Vision 2030 and what Jamaica will look like, and we are so close to Vision 2030, and I don't know that we are actually close to realizing those things that they set out.
Was it PJ? I thought it was Bruce that came with the Vision 2030.
No, man. I remember being in prep school. I'm going to go down in the history books, but I remember being in prep school, and PJ was Prime Minister when I was in prep school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, you're a marketer. Like, was it always the intention to get into politics?
I've always been in politics. Just I've never played this role. This particular role is new to me.
Like representation.
Representational politics. So I've served in the PNPYO. From I was 16, I joined.
Okay.
I was the Outreach and Recruitment Chair Commission. chaired that commission. I was deputy gensec. I was vice president of the YO. And then I moved on to working in the party. I did some digital marketing in the party. I served on the party's executive, which is one of the highest bodies in the party. That's in 2018. And then now I'm a candidate.
Do you always have the intention to be a candidate?
It always was something that I played around with the idea of it because I really do love politics. I love helping people. I love the possibility of what you can do to change people's lives, you know? So yeah, it's something that I've always believed that I could do and do well.
When I first read it or, you know, saw the article and I see like 31. And to me, I've always wondered like, why young people go into politics? Because...
Tell me why not.
That's how I was to say.
Tell me why not.
Because one, it's already it's overrun by old people who are very entrenched in their mindset and in their ways of doing things.
Elderly folk.
You know, old people. And and two, it's like I feel like politics is such a minefield, you know, where I feel like, you know, maybe young people, maybe it's best for young people now to like get the licks in and do what they need to and, you know, find the struggles in. I guess when it's better when you're doing it young. But I just feel like because it don't serve, you don't get a lot of money, or at least you shouldn't make a lot of money from it, and you know you want to make your life and create a system of wealth before you go into public service. Like, why as a young person going it now?
To effect change, you have to be on the inside. You can't effect change from the outside. So if I want to make a change, I have to be on the inside.
But most young people wouldn't think about going into public service to make a change like that. But is it that because you come from affluence, because your father is a businessman, Danishka Williams?
It was an easy path because I've always been around it, you know. But I feel like if I wasn't around it and I stepped back and the party approached me and I assessed the situation, I still would have said yes. You know, you have so many young persons across both sides who have decided to enter politics. You have young people all around the place who are doing it from councillor levels. You know, we have Kijana Johnson in Clarendon. He's the youngest councillor right now. I mean, so young people are doing it. They're interested in making a change. So
how did you get entrenched in it from the young age of 16? Is it that through your father, or like you intrinsically like?
So to that one, no. So with my dad, it's more, he's a political activist, right? So election time, you know, the peak of those things, conferences, I go there with him, you know, and that was pretty exciting. But the real political work, my mom did a lot of that.
So you both mom and dad are very much active in politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom was also in the PMPYO. So she could not wait until I got to 15 to join the PMPYO too. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Suppose they did want to be a labor right, that couldn't happen.
I mean, so
you know what that first answer was going to be? No.
Hell to the
you know that.
So I wasn't raised that way, you know.
Yeah.
But they did raise me to make my own decisions,
right.
And there's so many times when my parents and we don't agree, and I say
about politics,
just generally.
Okay.
So the point I'm making is if that's what I wanted to do. I think they'd be okay with it, but they trust that I make the right decisions at all times, so they know I would never. Yeah.
Okay.
That answer.
So what about the PMP that you say as a young person coming in? What about this party in terms of the policies, the politics that said that this is the party for you as a millennial? I guess?
When I joined the PMP-YO, I think when I was joining, Damian Crawford was president. So this coming from him, lock up UE for the students, them get what them need. And you guys are students of Damian, so I want to know the history.
Yeah,
right?
we spoke to him, yeah.
After Damian, the YO was always very active. You know, they go around the island, the whole island, and they're doing political work. They're advocating. If they see issues with the party, we call the YO the conscience of the party. If they see an issue within the party, the YO never afraid to get up and say, look here, this can't work. And I liked that. I like that they were allowed to have a voice. You know?
Crystal, when she was leader, she did tell something they say, 7 days.
I was her vice president.
So you agreed with that too?
No,
like, no, you didn't.
Which I try to remember Peter Phillips.
No. So Peter is like my Peter Phillips, Dr. Peter Phillips, the Honorable Dr. Peter Phillips. He's like my political godfather. So
Yeah, because you and Mikhail, right?
Yeah,
Which is his
yesterday.
son,
So even before I went on that stage on Sunday, I called Dr. Phillips. You know, I said, Dr. Phillips, about to do this. This is what I'll be talking about. What are your thoughts? Go for it, man. You're young. You're full of energy. You know.
So wait, so like during them time you mentioned with the, of course, with Crystal sending out that message, was there strife within the PNP or?
Strife within the YO?
Yeah.
I mean, so we have different bodies that you put things to. I personally did not agree with it. If there was something to be signed, you couldn't get me to sign to that.
Okay.
You know? But it's always majority that rules. And that's how we do it. It's not a one voice. You know?
I must say that the PNPYO, the youth arm of the party, is really quite active. I remember, I
from
can
on campuses.
Yeah, I can attest to
We
that.
used to be in high schools too, but them say no more politics in high schools.
Yeah,
so.
fair, which is true. But I can agree. Like you guys had more of a voice in the center of a youth politics, and you kind of see where many people from the YO ascend to
They
the
ascend
bigger
to
party.
That's true.
Right.
And even when I was on, when I was at UTEC, I was what was I, president or vice president? Can't remember. But UTEC Visions, you know, that's the PNP arm at UTEC. There's one over UE too. And when we had Clubs and Societies Day, it ran, and it was always, we always had members of the party coming in to speak to young people. You know, so you had the Philip Paulwell, the Andre Hilton, Anthony Hilton, Damian Crawford. They'd come in and young people get an opportunity to speak to the leaders, you know, and I feel like they received it well. So it shows me that people are interested. You just have to put it to them.
Was it always people who agreed with the party's philosophy?
No.
Okay.
So on campus, no campus thing though.
Diverse,
you know, it's never just one side. You know, and you see people who are orange, people who are green, people who never ever vote at all. But when they see their leaders face to face, them get the opportunity to talk to them. So we've always provided that for people.
Right.
You know?
I was asking
you at your level.
Yeah, I don't know if you answered, but let me ask it again, because I think Nara did ask a question. Like, why as a young person, the PNP, why is it attractive to you right now?
Okay, to me, so the policies that we're putting forward, well, the policies that we've always put forward have always been attractive to me. You know, I'm not one of those, I'm a PNP because my parents are PNP. It is a part of who I am. But I do ask questions. If I disagree with something, I do send it to somebody and say, hey, I don't agree with the way in which we're doing this. So I love the open communication that exists within my party. You know, I really appreciate that. I love the slate of candidates that we're putting together too. You know, so when I look at who my peers are when we form the next government, I think the public would be proud. I think the public
when?
would be proud. Yeah, when?
Is it this time or is it the next cycle? You guys are very confident. You think that
we are.
What you think is a shift? Like,
I can tell you for me personally in my constituency, as I said, I'm 1 month in, month and odd. And I tweeted about it a while ago. There's no way you've had a job for 8 years and you've only decided to work when your boss, which is the people, announce your successor. There's no way.
So that's what you're saying, Xavier.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a no third term film. No third term.
No, we're coming off the main. The people really want. There's some basic things that they need over there.
I was just about to ask, like, what are some of the complaints that they have?
Everyone who interviews me,
Western.
I tell them, I invite you to join me one day. So one day when the workload not so heavy, when you join me and then you come see it for yourself. You know, so under Spark and Reach, they're doing a little patching. So you're going to see like a patching are gone. But apart from that, the roads are poor. They're in a poor state.
So was it
the worst. It's one of the worst.
Was it 8 years?
8 years?
The road bad.
Yeah, but let's look on it this way. When I win, I'll be the third PNP there. Right? And every PNP has only served 1 term. So no matter which way we look at it in that constituency, the state of the constituency, there's only one side to be blamed.
And you're saying it's the JLP because they have the longest term.
Yeah.
Yo, every road bad, you know. Everyone.
No man.
Every single one bad.
You have to come with me one day.
No, it's true.
No, you have to come with me one day. And I've toured every constituency in Jamaica. I've traveled to every constituency because I've been doing political work for years. So when I say these are some of the worst roads, and another issue is water.
That's our usual complaint. It's a rural community, right? And that's a major complaint for most rural communities. I used to do some I had to do some of that what you're doing now, and trust me, shut up. And it is the same thing for every rural community. They complain about road. Is it
similar but not the same?
Is it like agricultural? Like they're heavily dependent on agriculture, right?
But we're not in a market.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so we have towns without markets. You know, so that's another thing that I really need fixed. There's a space for our market in Alexandria, which is our main town. There's one in K Valley, which is where my conference was. And we have to fix it because our farmers deserve better.
Right. Because when people think of St. Anne, they mostly think of Ochi, which is like
Exactly. So I've been saying there are 4 constituencies in St. Anne, but people only know 3. So I'm helping them to know 4.
Wait, break it down. Remind me.
So there is Northeast. There is Southeast.
Which is Lisa Anna one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that one there.
Right?
Yeah?
And there's Northwest.
Northwest. And you're Southwestern.
I'm Southwest. So now I need everyone to know that there is 4. And the 4th one is going to get great representation.
Well, I think that Xavier isn't doing that. You could do better.
I try not to refer to him too much. You know, I want to be honest with you. He had
Is it that you know
he had 1,600 followers before I was named the candidate. He's at 2,000 now.
Oh, look
so we're
at
gonna
followers watching.
Oh God, let's
Yeah, look at her.
of course you have to look to see what's going on here.
Millennials.
See what's going on.
They're watching
Yeah, but look and see what's going on.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, but even so, my neighbor in Northwest, Senator Gabriela Morris, she used to see him a lot. Since I've been the candidate, she hasn't seen him in Northwest. You know? So followers, but on the ground too. So he had the job for 8 years, but
So you think it's just really the roads and the
so there's roads, there's water. People need more money in them pocket.
I mean, that's a complaint for everybody.
That's a complaint for everybody. But not everyone is really able to figure it out because you figure it out, right?
Work.
Yeah, but then opportunity exists for different people. That constituency lacks opportunity. They need more opportunities.
So it's not just a plan to, you know, just give them money when election time comes.
Oh, no.
Food and
election not call it.
I'm just saying.
You know, election don't call it, but I'm still going around to meet them to find out what their needs are. You know, there's some things that persons have identified that they want assistance with, and I'll be seeking assistance for them.
Me know said they love farm work. That was the number one request.
Yeah, so a couple people said to me, say, Miss,
what a farm work
if you give me farm work card, we don't vote for you, or we don't vote, you know. Or we give the vote, you know. There are a couple people who say that.
Yeah.
You know,
that's what they want.
I mean, I explained the reality of it to them, and we laugh and we move on.
It's like a Charlie Brown ticket. I don't know why.
I think it's how it's marketed.
Yeah, why
you know,
people so
it's a ticket for
obsessed
God foreign.
Yeah,
I got foreign for the first time.
Yeah, go pick apple and onion and them
yeah,
stuff.
but
That's
it's not
why,
looked at that way.
My God,
not looked at that way.
I remember like going to it and I'm just like, yeah, then no, so them gonna do labor like laborious or like so more than what they would have done
in my
here.
Constituency, them hardworking.
Yeah,
them very hardworking. So far, I don't have nobody beg me $1.
Really? But I gotta ask you if you find to them take on to you because you know you're young.
There's no give me $1. There is me have a farm, come on, me show you. I just want 1 bag of fertilizer. I want 2 bags. See my ginger here, them show me. You know? And I learning a lot. Because with like ginger, for example, a lady was showing me yesterday how she bag up the ginger, what she sell already, and then what she going cut up back or break up back for plant again. And you know, there's another set of persons who show me how them grind up the ginger to export.
Okay.
So I mean, they're hardworking people, and there's no way you cannot do more to help them because that's all them want. Them want a little help so them can advance themselves. They're not asking you for $1.
What I mean, you said that you don't want to mention Mr. Main, but there were 2 other PMP candidates, and I'm sure there was one before. Even you came on, you just come on a month in.
So the gentleman who lost, he's running in Manchester. His name is
Valwint.
Valwint. He's in Manchester now. He didn't
Valentin.
win.
Okay, so
win.
Valwint, yeah.
So he did not win. So he didn't have the opportunity to effect change, right? Prior to him, there was Keith Walford, who Bass Odyssey, sound system man. People know him, they love him. So he's working with me, him campaigning with me outside, and
The question though that I was going to ask, like, why is it that Mr. Walford wasn't able to retain the seat in 2016, and like, I mean, Mr. Wayne him try again in 2020? Why didn't he try to vie again for the
So
seat?
with politics,
Time ago.
politics, it's you have to really be a politician.
Okay.
Walford is not a politician.
Okay.
He's loved though. They love him. There's some communities that go in and them say, come back and bring Mr. Walford, make us see him, make us hug him up.
Okay.
They love him. But when it's politics time, it's an election call, and it's politics time, you have to be a politician. And at heart, him love him sound system, and him just love people, but him not really.
But isn't that to the core of what politics are? It's like,
Yeah,
people
but when
love you.
election call for you to get those votes out, because he lost by 383, you know. To get those votes out, it requires a certain amount of grit, and him is just a loving man. Him just love people. Him not really, you know.
And that's why woman really build feet like I said, like can cut short, yeah man, yeah.
All right.
Don't have the grit.
What that
I don't
mean?
know
What that
I
mean?
don't know anything about this cutthroat thing.
Yeah, that's why woman,
But there are many communities
Yeah.
that when I go there, them just want to see Mr. Walford too.
Okay.
Bring him come. Them love him bad. Even when I had my first conversation with him, and I say, you know, talk to me. Tell me why you're not running back. Him said to me, say, I just love go with my sound system at night time, and with politics, I can't really do that.
Oh, okay,
You know?
okay, yeah.
So he's
yeah.
on the ground with his sound system. He loves it. He loves it. You know, politics are just easy for him because the people also love him.
Right. But
You know, and he was able to do some amount of work. He
Yeah.
did some good work. You know, but with one term, there is so much and no more that you can actually do.
right.
And even with the good work that he did, I'm sure I wish he was given a chance to do some more good work in a second term. It didn't work out, and we'll pick up where he left off.
Okay. Because you made a specific, like there is a distinction of being in politics, but being a politician. Do you think you are a politician? And what is that subtle distinction?
People them call me Liquor Porsche up there.
Ah.
So,
Ah.
so I think it. Yeah.
You need to hear.
The hair.
She need a distinct
a bob.
hairstyle.
Yeah,
No, that the luxurious mean. See what I did there? See what I did there? I joke. No, but no. You said them call you Liquor Porsche, but is it that they connect you? Is it that they connect to you?
Yeah, man.
And-
Look here. I went into a community last week. We're walking with Richard Azan. He's running in Northwest Clarendon, right? And a man ran out of his house. He's like over 80. Ran out of his house naked. Hat covering his private parts. Couldn't make one pass. I have our calendar in my house. Who couldn't pass.
Wow.
You know?
Porsche.
His wife came out with him. I said, no, wait. His wife. Right? And I think the love I'm showing them on the ground, they're showing it back to me. And it's really... But it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. As I said, I'm only a month in. So I know what the possibility is as we go on, you know. So, I mean, I'm excited about it.
How many, how many divisions?
We have 4 divisions. The PMP has 1, which is Calderwood. We have Boroughbridge, which I'm going to say we have Boroughbridge, but we lost it by 24. Right? And then there is Alexandria and there is Gibraltar.
Okay, so you have to get into those 4 divisions in the constituency.
Have gotten into before.
Oh wait,
Have to get into. Have gotten into.
have gotten into. No, meaning you have to wait. You've been to all 4 divisions already.
Yeah, man.
Oh, how big is your constituency?
Massive.
Yeah, because it's like Saint Anne is one of the. Isn't it the largest parish? Yeah.
It's massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
Okay.
been doing like walks and them things.
Yeah.
Every day.
Look like it's scheduled.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I took the day to see her, I could not come. You know?
Right, because
Could
so
not come.
from December 7th or December 6th, you've got constantly.
Christmas Day. So Grand Market, I was in the town, and then I took Christmas Day. I took New Year's Day.
But you're from the month from December 6th, you've been in the constituency every single day apart from those 2 holidays.
I've moved to St. Anne.
See?
Wow. So you're serious about this
Time
thing.
come.
It's
And
serious.
it seems like the party believe in it because
Yeah.
even the
Yeah, they
conference
do.
were there,
They do.
like it was well supported.
Yeah.
Mark Golding
He
was
was
there.
there.
Like
He had to be
a lot
there.
of-
He's the leader presenting me as his next member of parliament. You know?
What was the
So-
conversation like with him in terms of when you tell him that, yo, I want to be in?
No, so the Gensec does that part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Gensec does that part.
So you didn't
So-
bid to, like, was it a case where you said I wanted to represent Southwestern St. Anne, or is it just like whichever?
No, it was a case where the Gensec reached out to me. Hey, need you in a seat. And I said, okay. Give me a
You were
second.
hesitant. Eh.
I was.
Why?
And then because I mean, I wasn't at that very moment, I wasn't shopping around for a seat.
Okay.
So it's like somebody call you for a job, but you already have this doing. You're already doing the fix. But them call you for a job, you have to look and you have to wait out.
How much you
do I
pay
love
me?
it enough? Well, they're not paying me $1.
No.
But do I love it enough? You know? And I do love it enough. Spoke to my dad, spoke to my mom, spoke to my friends and family. And
What's your work like? Because I know you do.
I
you
do
work-
marketing.
right? So how are you
from
able
my
to
laptop.
balance?
my laptop and my phone.
Right. So that's how you balance it. Like even your corporate work. Like was it the conversation with your boss to say, hey,
Oh no, so the marketing I do is for my company.
okay, figured. Yeah. So you run your own marketing company. So your employees though,
It's still a way that we have to find a balance. You know, so I kind of schedule out my day
and your clients.
perfectly. I try my best to schedule the day perfect. Yeah.
You try your best, but we know so that's not the case. Because I mean, I kind of have an idea of what it is to be in politics, representational politics. Like people will call you at 2:00 in the morning, like,
Oh yeah, my phone don't
Miss
stop
Williams,
ringing.
me
A man called me today, cuss me good and proper. Say message me, like me no want him for bother switch. Cause he message me, I'm not answer. I said, hold on, I have 249 unread messages. Give me a second, let me get through them. I'm on my way. Cause I do
What I'm
my
asking for?
absolute best.
What him
I'm
do?
not asking for nothing. I'm just want to talk. Just regular communication.
Like how much of
You don't
them
want
type
to.
of conversation or people you come across say, yo, if you don't do this, then me I go to the next side.
Well, what? No, man. So no, right now, remember, we've been in opposition. So there's no comrade who is saying, if you don't do this, we switch. There's no comrade saying that. Because the PNP is on a high. They believe we're going to win. So there's no wagga switch.
But
There are persons on the other side now who are calling and saying, oh, want
Yeah.
switch. Just talk to me now.
But I'm sure there are people out there that them figures like you're trying to get votes, you're trying to ingratiate yourself with
Yes.
Southwest St. Anne, and so if you not do this, then my vote I got this. So like
Oh no,
it's-
I haven't experienced that as yet, and I hope I don't. What I can say I have experienced is persons explaining to me the type of politics that happens on the ground. You know, they must say, boys, a rum bar thing. You know, this is what we used to. You know, you drop a money in at the bar and everybody have a drink, and I don't even drink rum.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not a rum drinker.
But that's how you connect to them. So you go into the bars.
Not me. That's not how I connect.
Okay.
So they're saying that's what happens on the ground, right? So I don't want to call nobody name, but that's not how I connect.
So how you connect them? Because I mean,
I am meeting them at their homes.
oh, at their
you
actual
know?
homes.
So
Okay.
I go into their houses, I talking to them, I go into their business places. You will see me in the town, in one shop, in the restaurant. I'm vegan, so when I go in, I call and I say, hey, come in, you have cabbage? You know? So little stuff like that. But
Cabbage.
yeah.
I didn't want to say nothing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But I'm vegan.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and so far the farmers, they're very kind to me. They always want to offer me a package, but I always say, no man, put a price to it.
Okay,
Price
you
the
pay
package.
for it.
You know, let me pay for it.
Don't talk about luminaries that was at the conference, isn't it? But he able for John Popcaan and
Chronic Law.
I don't think I've ever seen Popcaan be so out there in regards to any political event like that. So I want
Yeah.
make
That's my G.
for real what
That's
other
my
link they far
G.
about.
So, you know Jamie, you went to school with Jamie?
Yes.
YVP. So Jamie was my best friend growing up.
See?
And then you have YVP. When I say YVP, if I say,
I forgot that.
so bad. So bad. Let's go
I say
again.
why people
Let's
say so
go.
bad. Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
let's go.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, we just need a job, yeah.
No, try again.
Yeah, the man will cuss me.
Edit this. Yeah, try it again. Do it again. Yeah.
So when I say YVP, you say?
So bad, yeah.
Great. So yeah, so that's where it would have started from. We all hung out together most of our days. So from then I was always like, yo, I'm PMP, you know? And everybody was like, oh boy. Nobody not interested in our politics.
But that's the second thing you say. Hi, I'm Danishka Williams, and I'm a
this
PNP.
is after us hanging out, but you know, like if you watch news, cause you're hanging out on a regular basis, and it's a group of people.
Yeah.
You know, and you see something on the news, me a PNP. No, but let's not have that discussion.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean? So we've always been around each other, and I mean, him supporting me. I said it in another interview the other day. Let's take off the entertainer hat. This is like family. This is family. Family coming out to show love. Like, my dad was there, my uncle was there. Literal family. Family showing love.
What if we talk about the suck your mother moment?
Excuse me?
The suck your mother moment.
Wow, we can't say that with the politician here. They're gonna cuss.
I can.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
when the ear crying, like, they blurt it out, you know. What was it?
I was like this. What?
Yes, you see.
I was like, what?
Like with something like that, is there a conversation that is hard with them? Say,
So
is there a conversation? Say, you can't.
I actually didn't know that Chronic Law would be there.
So that was okay.
So extremely grateful to him and to his manager Bashi, especially in this sensitive time for them.
Yeah.
You know, extremely grateful to them for showing up and showing out in the way they did. And I can understand him making a slip up. Because that's what it would be. Because you know where you are. You know you're on a political platform. You know I'm there. You know other politicians are there. The leader is there. Who is the next prime minister? You know. So I know it wasn't on purpose, but it happened. And an apology came 3 seconds later or less.
Yeah.
Not by him, though.
No. But Popcaan apologized. I mean, why would he then need to say sorry again and then the choir should say
because
sorry?
Because
For me, I think it happened, an apology was given, Popcaan bring him come. And him apologize.
I was Popcaan taking accountability. Because they say you never even know Chronic Law was going to come. Popcaan bring.
So he apologized and we're good with it. We're good with it. We accept it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And I am not in supporters of us beating down the artist. And I see a lot of that going on social media.
Yeah, when you see people like Mr. Vegas saying what...
No, let's not call his
Right,
name.
dude.
He hasn't been booked for any shows lately. Let's not
That's crazy though.
skip.
In the
Next.
book for the reggae Jamrock cruise
Next.
that we're on.
Maybe he
Travis,
paid to
stop
go,
that.
but next.
I'm trying to not
You know what I
be
mean?
in the water with my head cut off this year.
Alright.
But
Let's
he's one of, I wouldn't even consider him as an artist anymore. He's a JLP blogger.
Wow.
That's what he is. No, look on his social. I'm not being rude.
No,
he's a JLP blogger.
Yeah.
You know? So we can say Foota
Not
Hype is
too
a
far from the
selector.
truth.
But we know Foota PMP, because every time PMP do something, Foota big way up. That's different from you being a JLP blogger. He's a JLP blogger. You know? And that's fine. That's fine. You have your politics, me have mine. That's okay. It's okay.
But I mean, he wasn't even bashing you per se.
No, but he was
saying like there should have been proper vetting of
But
the
he wasn't
artist,
there. He doesn't
which-
know.
Right.
He doesn't know what took place. He wasn't there.
But you
He doesn't have my
just
number.
admit that there was.
I've only seen him once in life in a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
That's
And
very
I've attended
specific.
shows. I haven't seen him. I've seen him once in life in a restaurant, a vegan restaurant.
Right. Okay.
You know? So I'm saying he wasn't there. He doesn't know what type of vetting took place. He doesn't know. You know,
But you
Javilani
just
was
said that
there,
there wasn't
Najir was there. I mean, other artists came, they performed, they did their thing. It was a couple minutes of performances. And there were hours of politicians speaking about what they're going to do when we form the government. And there's no way we can small up that to talk about one little mishap. No.
No, but they don't think it's fair what he said.
I
about
didn't really
proper-
read everything that he said. you
Just
know.
a proper vetting of the artist. So whenever, even just like pick and choose a proper
All
one
right,
to
so
come and
I
perform.
knew Popcaan was coming. He brought Chronic Law. Javilani was there. Najiri was there.
You brought Jabilani?
I brought nobody. I knew one person was coming.
Okay,
I
so-
can't give account for who else came.
So Popcaan carried the other artists.
We had Rani Rasta City. We had T-Bone. A whole heap of people come perform, right? And I think for another artist in the industry to want to take that stance because your politics is different says a lot about your character. Right? I think that's what it boils down to. No, why you don't send them a text and say, yo, brother, you make a mistake. You know, let's discuss. Or me as an elder in the industry, make a talk about it. I think that would have worked. Send them a DM on Instagram. But had they not been on did he comment on Street Vibes? On the show? Freedom Street?
Yeah.
Did he comment on the show?
Probably. Him talk about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I wouldn't even know because I only see him talking about politics on Twitter. But I mean, I think had they not been on a PNP platform, he wouldn't have cared if they cursed a bad word or not.
True, because he wouldn't have
cared.
And I think that's the major thing about it. It's that they cursed it
and
on a political platform.
And I understand, and it was wrong, but an apology was given. So you're telling me now that when people make mistakes and they apologize, we do not give them grace?
Yeah.
We don't?
I mean, separate and apart from that though, because it seems as if you have like the support of Popcaan and Chronic Law, which is everybody say him at the streets therapist, it seems as if there is a shift now where in the entertainment, because usually they try to be as neutral as possible or not be involved in anything general as possible until them done retire and them no want no money from nobody. But now, you know, for Popcaan still actively a musician, giving the support.
How many names did I call a while ago?
You said Javelin, Chronic Law, T-Bone, Rani Rasta, Nigeria. Would you say Nigeria? Yeah. So you have a lot of support of entertainers behind you specifically. You think it's something with you specific, or you think is there something shifting in the politics where they're happy to lend their support to a political party?
I think we're at that time now where people have identified that they want change. The things that they believed would have happened when someone put on a green clocks and them say, you know, this is all we're gonna do for you, and we go for all these promises that came about, and them look and them assess it and them say, all right, now work out, you know, and them say a candidate that them know personally, because remember, you know, they know me personally, you know, so it's more than politics. I mean, a grateful saying put on an orange shirt. You know, it says a lot. It speaks volumes, especially Chronic Law. You know, especially what's going on with them right now, right? But when you look at it, it's really them supporting somebody them know.
Yeah, okay, so you think it's just you are the one that they're supporting, not necessarily the party. But you don't think there is...
But it's major for the party as well. Because not only did they come and say, hey, I support Danishka, them big up the party, them put them fists in the air. Them wear the orange shirt. They
were at the conference, actually, the major PNP conference.
They were at the conference before I started speaking. They heard my speech. They heard the leader's speech. You know? So, I mean, it's good for me, it's good for the party, and it's good for the fans of the music to know where their support lies.
Did you have any logistical issues with Popcaan?
Like what?
Like, you know, entourage.
Entourage?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Did you see any?
And
No.
The crowd, they look full up still.
From the stage looked very packed.
They look packed. They look on the stage still.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm grateful for the support that they gave me on Sunday. And them believing in me. And I believe in them, in what they do, you know?
As a young person and, you know, entertainers, as I said, I'm very much not really into politics, but more so young people in general. Like, they have this apathy towards the political system.
Yeah.
Do you think that, what do you think can happen for the overall political system in Jamaica, not just PNP, but JLP, just the overall political system can change that voter apathy? Because I think one of the things
people that we care about them.
Because I mean, another way to get people engaged is the artists and the bring out, but that is just
the artists
shiny.
The artists will bring out persons to support you. And a lot of those persons won't necessarily vote.
Right.
It's going to take more than a performance, you know? So let's say we bring one of them on the road, on a walk with me, or when election calls, somebody come campaign with me. I know they can pull out those votes because them have influence. They're influenced past Jamaica, long past Jamaica. So it's more than a performance, you know? Because as I say, the politics require certain things. You know, so it's more than a performance. It's them coming and those things will bring out voters, right? But also for young people, they want to know that you care about them. They want to know that the future of Jamaica is safe in your hands. And there's a different way to show them that than in Parliament. You know, you have to meet them where they are.
But both parties are really short. I mean, in the 22 years that the PNP had the control of the country versus now the 10 years that the JLP consecutively have control of the country, is like there is a groundswell though that there is, both parties show that they make promises all the time. And yes, you know, you come out with the party and you come out with the performers, the entertainers, and you come out and it's a shiny object right now, but like when you actually get into the nitty-gritty and you see that there's like several bureaucratic red tape that you have to go through to actually get the road to be fixed, and it not gonna happen within the 4 years, and you actually need another term
so that
to get it done.
That requires honesty,
right? Yeah,
and that's what I've been giving my constituents.
Okay.
No,
because you are
know?
making
So-
promises, I'm sure.
No,
You're
no,
not?
No.
Okay.
It's not something I believe in.
Okay.
Right? For me to say I am going to do X, I first need to do the research. And let me tell you, my Gensec would say, I message him the most.
That's Mr. Campbell, right?
Yeah, I message him the most.
Or Dr. Campbell, sorry.
Gensec, can I do this? How this go? I ask the most questions. I'm not one of those young people that believe that anything says so it go. No, I ask the most questions. Because I want to represent properly. You know, I don't want them to have me as one of those old politicians who just come on and make some promises and then we sit down and we laugh and we talk and we don't really do no work. No. I actually care about them and I want to get the job done and I know I will get it done. So regarding the roads and all of those things, we're not saying we're going to fix every road. But what we can do, I'm going to outline how it will be done. Regarding water, I started to do the research to see how we can bring water to them. Right? So it's not like, oh yeah, man, everybody going to get running water. Because I go around and I ask them what do they want? Do I need to sit with NWC? Them say, no. You know what I mean?
Because they know up here.
So I'm having discussions. I told them that I'd have to start with a listening tour.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm listening to them and I make notes. And then I say, all right, this is what we're going to do. And I can't really do this, but Gensec, as minister, you will be able to do this. You know, I won't be able to do it, but when this person is minister with responsibility for water or housing, whatever it is, I lay it out for them foot. Because I know as MP, there's so much that you can do, but it requires a team. Which is why I said I am proud of the team that the party leader and the Gensec has been able to put together. Because I know this is a team of hardworking people.
The party has its fair share of turmoil in the past, few years, very politically divided. But no, you think that's been cleared?
Everything's smooth now. Everything's smooth.
Yeah.
I think the Gensec did an amazing job with putting these candidates together. I think we're going to have an amazing Minister of Education in Damian Crawford, right? We have Patricia Duncan Sutherland running in St. Andrew Eastern. We have some quality candidates, top tier, where if you go through and you assess them, whether it is their professional lives or whatever political lives they've had before, I think you'd agree that we have really put a great team of candidates together to go forward in the election. So yes, we have had our issues and I've been in the middle of them. I've been in the middle of them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, whoever come out as the leader, them are the leader. And if Mark Golding is going to be the next prime minister and I am going to be the next member of parliament, we're going to have to work together. And everyone has to look on it that way. Not me, because we're good. But everyone has to look on it that way. And that's how we're looking at it. And I think they did a great job.
How you think you found your way in, or how you finding your way in the party now, in the overall party now? Because again, it was so divided. I don't know whichever side of the aisle you fell on. I don't care. But I just want to know, how you finding your way in the party and if you see where you see a place in the party.
At this moment, it's almost as if it never happened.
Okay.
That's how smooth everything is on the inside right now. It's almost as if it never happened.
And where you see yourself in the party, I'm assuming you don't just want to be a MP, you want to hold ministerial positions. I just want to say
we're just going to wait
it
out right now. The Gensec and I have been in discussion about what can be done. And for me right now, the focus has to be winning the seat. It's not an easy thing.
No.
Because as I said, I will be the third PMP MP there. So it's not easy.
Where you think
I gotta ask you what, people, just to switch back to the SYM moment, when you saw people
I think
saying,
that's your favorite moment of the night.
Yeah, no, it's funny. But when you saw the broader reactions to it, separate and apart from the Mr. Vegas's, but people taking that moment and using it to have
I've read most
commentary on PMPs. Yeah, man, that.
I've read most of the comments, and when I read a comment, I don't just read and skip past. I click on your profile too. Because I want to have, man, I need to have an idea.
How them look.
Yeah. No, it's not for that, you know. You see, if you leave a negative, if you leave a negative comment, and I go on your page and you're in a green shirt, I skip over it. Right? But if you leave a negative comment, I go on your page and I see that you're a Christian, I respond to you. You leave a negative comment, I go on your page and I see that you're just a passionate Jamaican, you're a patriotic person, I'll respond to you.
So do you do it on a case-by-case basis?
Yeah, man, and I've been apologizing to people. People are commenting on my TikTok and I've been apologizing. But as I said, click on them profile first.
Just in case if you're a labor right. Because if you're a labor right, suck your mother again.
Not at all. I think that was a comment from Ari. So we know Ari politics as of tonight. But as for me, I do look through and I see who is commenting because I go to church too, you know. I got them sat there on Sunday church, you know. In the church with them, I mean, and it's not just going to look votes because I've never gone to church and say, can you vote for me? You know, it's really, my grandma is actually a deaconess. She's in Boston. So for me, these are real people. So if you have a serious concern about something that happened because of me, and you are genuine, I'm gonna apologize.
Yeah. Because as we said in our commentary, it's a diverse crowd, you know. So ultimately, you never want it
most
to be.
Most of the people never have no problem with it, you know.
In the crowd, well, them not gonna say nothing.
In the moment.
In the moment, they were enjoying what happened.
Of course.
And as I say, that apology came immediately,
which is fair.
And I think when you're in a moment like that and an apology comes, it's just back to business.
Yeah. I was saying, like, is there do you see yourself being a minister, and like which ministry position you think you'd be best at?
I think the party leader and the gen sec, they're gonna have to look through to see where they want to put people. Give me some time, let me go on to some work in the constituency. Reggae month is coming up and I'll be doing something for Reggae month in the constituency. The constituency has birthed Bob Marley, Romaine Virgo, Ernie Smith. So
up a 9 Mile up there.
So 9 Mile is actually, it's on the border of us and Comrade Hannah. So I think there's so much that needs to be done in the constituency for entertainment, for agriculture. You know, it beyond road and water, you know, but road and water is a start. It's a start.
It's a key voting issue for enough people. Like, just fix people road and
I want to tell you that a lot of the voters, they don't really ask you much about policy.
Like certain little 1 and 2 issue, like what just
policies make their lives better in the broader sense. That's it. Like once you can make portable water, portable water, accessible roads, like that's all people want. Like,
and they want the young people off the corners.
True.
They want to see that young people can do something. You know,
and and as you
some communities where them tell me say we need a community center. You know.
But you believe, would they go?
Well, if enough people are saying they need it, I do believe they would go.
That's the question. Come here, I said there are several opportunities, but will they make them just want to go the farm worker? Like me, I say, it's not Charlie Brown, it's not Charlie and the chocolate factory. Everybody want this farm work. Like, you know, go for big apple. It's not that.
Yeah, but it makes a difference.
Well, whatever.
It makes a difference in their lives and their families, you know. I have persons who have gone on the farm work and it made big differences.
I know, because
they're able to come back and do so much for their families.
Right. But
so it's really them look at these picking apples and whatever as making a real change in their families. Yeah. So
I'm just talking about because I've seen, like, especially in Canada, I know that was a major issue for them. They were talking about the living situation. That's why I was making reference. I'm not trying to, you know, but yeah, I get it. But
Another apologize moment.
Whatever.
It's an apologize moment.
Danishka, big up yourself. It's always
Thank you
good
so
to
much.
see young people like yourself, you know, wanting to make a change and step out and do them thing at them arena, because as Ari alluded to earlier, we usually see it populated by elderly folk.
Yeah.
I mean, so
But the elderly people and we have a really good relationship.
yeah.
Yeah. I think my issue is like, if I could and really change it, I'd love to change the voter apathy that we have in this country.
And
I don't care
we're gonna change
who
it.
you
So
vote
if
for.
you want to help me,
Yeah.
we can work together
I
on doing
don't
that.
care who you vote for.
That's why we're having these
You're
other
real.
politicians
I
on the
feel
show.
like it is so it is pointless to complain all the time about our society if you are not involved in it. And no matter, I don't care what it is. If it's like, oh, them not change, you can't say that. Like if
No,
yeah,
your
yeah,
vote is really your voice.
Voice, exactly.
And to me, which I've said to so many young persons in the constituency, it's pointless complaining about what the MP now do if you don't have an intention to vote.
And they're corporate people. They're people, if that wasn't the case, there wouldn't be so many corporate rich people
Exactly.
putting so much money into politics if it wasn't causing or affecting
this
change.
is where you make a difference.
Yeah. And I absolutely believe that.
To my young people out there, time come.
Yeah.
I think if you're not on the voters list, now is the time for you to get enumerated and let's make some meaningful change in this country because we deserve better. We deserve representatives who love and care, you know, so.
You don't think the JLP make good strides though, in any way, shape or form? In terms of the economy, the macroeconomy of the
I think there's so much more that needs to be done,
Mm-hmm.
you know, regarding the economy and all of those things. I
Mm-hmm.
can comment, but I'm going to leave that to the party.
Okay.
And I'm going to focus on South
So winning your seats. Yeah, we get that.
because I can't comment on anything else if I don't win.
Yes.
Shout out Danishka.
Thank
When
you.
you drive on main roads.
So them have this thing where them call it mainland, and I've been telling the people it's our land. You know, so we're gonna come off the main.
You are ridiculous.
Because me not drive the Baka road. I drive on main roads.
Danishka, I see me
Maybe that's
post.
MAIN.
Danishka, I see me post something. She follow each other on Instagram. She see me post something that green and say, "Why that so green?" I'm like, "Oh, girl."
Listen, I'm
just at a party.
I am gonna post that green outfit that Nara had on.
Yes.
I'm almost blind.
No, but I'm load her up man, and screenshot the name and say, "What you be what?"
You know,
That's
whenever
the
no
only thing
say.
that Nara
Yes.
did that I messaged him about. But let's
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
on something else, man. You know, what do people can follow on the social media?
Yeah, and see where you're doing the work. Yeah.
So Danishka Will on social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I also have SW Saint Anne JA on Instagram and on YouTube. So I'm starting this new thing called Stories of Southwest.
That's
so I want
cool.
to, as I said, it's not one of those constituencies on the map. Everyone forgets about it. So putting it on the map. I'm going around and introducing my farmers and other residents to the public, showing what they're doing, how they're making a living, how them do things and get around.
You're an excellent marketer. I gotta say that. Like,
It's a PR
you,
government,
I mean,
so it's a PR government.
You do the things that you're good at and integrate it into what you're doing now. It makes perfect
you're
sense.
an excellent marketer. I have to say that.
Thank you.
People, it's Danishka Williams. It's a fix, I think. I'll eat that.
Thank you.